Yes, people, we're back. Another Dank of England YouTube episode. Today I'm reacting to a big piece of news in the canna world. The Daily Mail published an article today, front page of the papers in England. Massive thing. Caused a lot of controversy within the medical community. A lot of people claiming false narratives, and yeah, the Daily Mail, never been a fan of them. They're famous for twisting for me, they're famous for twisting the truth and hidden agendas, this and that. So I've not actually read the article. I've seen a lot of people reacting and speaking online. I've not really looked into it yet. I was waiting until I was sat at my desk so I can pull up the article and naturally react to it with you guys in real time. So yeah, it's another episode of Dank of England TV on YouTube. Shouts out to all the new subscribers, everyone that's supporting, everyone that's engaging in the comments. Yeah, getting into the flow of things now. So let me get here. Dank of England Instagram. Shouts out to everyone supporting. If you're not already following the Instagram, follow us. Loads of updates on there. Loads of news posts breaking. So let me go to the actual. We broke the news as well when we heard it breaking, and now I'm about to deeper dive into the actual article. So headline here: thousands of Brits prescribe super strength cannabis for mental health conditions including anxiety and depression, with benefits. Claimants offered free consultations and discounts on their monthly weed prescriptions. All right, cool. Can tell there's like a back agenda of this already from the headline, because just yeah. So cool. Let me get into it now. Thousands of Britons are being prescribed super strength cannabis. Why even write super strength? It's all relative towards conditions. Like, there's specialized doctors that assess patients, look into certain conditions, and there's different medicines prescribed for different things. They've just slapped out super strength cannabis. Like, whoa, scary. It's not a scary thing. It's not a scary. It's like, it's a proper medicine. They're going mad already off the rip. Super strength cannabis for anxiety and depression. Despite experts warning of dangers, private clinics are handing it out. They're not handing it out. There's processes you have to go through. There's prior medicines you have to have tried to be able to get to this point of cannabis medicine. Crazy cool. Despite experts warning dangers, private clinics are handing it out just after one video consultation, and boast powerful drug can be delivered directly to the patient's door via next day delivery service. No, there's actually a solid process here of vetting, assessing, diagnosing, and prescribing. It's not willy-nilly handing out medical prescriptions and then acting like deliver. There's a whole sub agenda here. They're trying to make it look bad here. Amid an epidemic of cannabis use on the streets, the Daily Mail audit has found specialist pharmacies are prescribing almost 10,000 different products, including ultra-strong strains imported from Amsterdam with names such as Ghost Train Haze, Dante's Inferno, and White Widow. Right, so look, the Daily Mail are trying to put a black market shadow over this, like there's something illicit and illegal and importing it. Like, these are like these, and yeah, cool. What if their names are them names? Yeah, their names are flowers, like names of like plant genetics. Yeah, they're still medicine. Like, they're trying to like twist the minds of people here. It's mad. Cool. So let's carry on. Benefits claimants signed off work with mental health problems. Benefit claimants signed off work with mental health problems are offered free consultations up to 20% off the cost of the drug. don't understand that. They're trying to say that deals are offered and this and that. It's not the case. NHS prescriptions are tightly controlled, but dozens of private clinics are handing out 99% of the medical cannabis in Britain. They're saying marijuana, which the NHS warns greatly increases the risk of severe mental health problems, is routinely being prescribed privately for mental health conditions including anxiety, depression, OCD, mood disorders, and ADHD. Illegal smokers of the drug are even encouraged to contact clinics to see if your usage could be legitimized with prescription. Just education's being spread nationwide that there's a new alternative medicine which is really helping people with medicinal values. It's like these lot are trying to twist it all. The whole process is shockingly perfectly legal. It shouldn't be shockingly anything when it's a real medicine that's helping people, all spectrum of the society, from all people of walks of life. There's proven data. What is this Stone Age article about? But it's the Daily Mail. You know what they're about. This whole process is shockingly perfectly legal thanks to loopholes in the law. There's no loopholes. Thousands of Britons are now being... Cool, let's keep going. Alright, cool. The huge rise in high-strength medicinal cannabis handed out in the past few years raises fears that it is contributing to an increase in drug-induced mental health problems and psychosis that is hammering an overstretched NHS and putting a strain on police forces. That's not the case, yeah. It's all in dosages. It's all in proportion. You're vetted by doctors. Your NHS history is checked and vetted by doctors. Your condition is assessed and diagnosed professionally by a specialised doctor. Like the same doctors that are licensed to work with the NHS. Like it's crazy what they're doing here. And strain on police forces. We're taking a strain off police forces here with legitimising cannabis, stopping petty arrests, petty crime that are wasting so much time, so much taxpayer money. Like, we're taking the strain off of police. This is insane. The de facto legalisation of the drug, with police told not to arrest people for cannabis possession if there's justifiable grounds for believing it could be for medical use, has raised concerns that companies exploiting lax regulations have created a pseudo recreational market. No, it's not the case. This is a new medicine and a new market and a new hope for patients around England and around the world. Like there's medicine, there's conditions that cannabis extremely helps with and benefits with, and there's data proven, doctors around the world that will stand on it as well. This is a crazy article. Data obtained under the Freedom of Information Act shows there were 88,214 unlicensed cannabis products prescribed privately in the first 2 months of 2025. The most recent data available. In 2024, there were 659,293 unlicensed cannabis products prescribed, the equivalent to almost 10 tons of weed, up from 282,920 in 2023. Data from the NHS Business Services Authority shows. Cool. Sir Robin Murray, Professor of Psychiatric Research at King's College London, described it as outrageous. He said the rising strength of the products posed as an increased risk of dependence and psychiatric side effects, adding, there is no randomized controlled trials showing that cannabis benefits psychiatric disorders and a lot of evidence that it causes them. It's a bit like talking alcohol for depression. Some people find it helps in the short term, but in the long term it makes things worse. Cool. Cannabis medicine isn't for everyone as well. If there's pending intense psychiatric problems, I wouldn't recommend cannabis as a option for like healing that kind of condition. There are certain types of conditions where it would help, and proof, and people are getting meds and they've got conditions where cannabis medicine is helping that. But if you have deep underlying psychiatric problems, I would not recommend cannabis for you. And everyone's different, so there's still space for that. Everyone reacts different. It's down to how your doctor assesses and prescribes you due to your condition. So it makes things worse. Data from one of the largest private clinics, Mamedica. Shouts out to Mamedica, all the Mamedica patients. Data from one of the largest private clinics, Mamedica, shows that 50.5% of its more than 12,000 patients in the UK are prescribed cannabis for mental health conditions. If this is consistent across the industry, tens of thousands are being prescribed medical cannabis for mental health conditions. And cool, like I said, there are conditions it helps with, yeah? It's all down to the doctor. It's all down to your medical history, and you'll be assessed by a specialized doctor to work out exactly what's best for you. But they're trying to spin it here and make it look so bad, unregulated. It's causing more mental health, when really it's a medicine that's solving a lot of problems, yeah? And there's you notice this is just a flurry of negativity from the Daily Mail. There's no positive aspects being outlined here about how much it's helped, how much it's changing the world of medication and doctoring, and yeah, it's so crazy with an agenda. Like it's a clear agenda here. Some private clinics offer free consultations and cut price weed to benefit claimants. That's bullshit off the rip, yeah. There's no bargains going on, buy 2 for 1. It's not a market, yeah. This is a regulated space. Shouts out to the clinics, super professional. You log onto the portal, it's all there, all the details, all the information, all the data from the medicine as well. Like all data, it's so professional. Like they're making it look like a market square where it's you 2 for 1, mate, 3 for, like, no, it's not that. This is a real space being regulated and controlled in a great way. Shouts out to the clinics doing a great job. Shouts out to Cantourage, Mamedica. Like I see so much great feedback, so much happy patients, and yeah, that's that. Like, don't listen to this Daily Mail absolute rubbish, yeah. This propaganda, agenda-based article here to smear UK medical cannabis, making it look like it's sending our country into a spiral of disrepute, when really it is solving a massive problem, a lot of different problems for a lot of people, saving a lot of money for the government, the police force, saving taxpayers' money on petty, like, no, we ain't having this. Cool. It's not some private clinics offer free consultations, cut price weed. No. Tory health spokesman Stuart Andrew last night called the government to act on the Mail's extremely concerning findings. He said ministers must act to tackle this abuse of the system. Wow. You'd be taking steps back if they try to take this out or clamp down on it, this and that. Medical cannabis was legalized in 2018 after a campaign to make it available to children with severe epilepsy. Yep. Licensed products which do not contain the whole plant can be prescribed on the NHS for severe epilepsy, nausea from chemotherapy, or for muscle spasms caused by multiple sclerosis. Sorry if I got that wrong. Yeah. But private clinics can get can legally prescribe unlicensed products which have not been through strictly controlled medical trials. This is the first I've heard of this. I don't believe that. Everything goes through strict processes, guidelines. Like they can't. I know that's not going on. So proper licensed medical products are the only things that are available in the UK market that have been vetted, put through processes, microbial tests, everything. So you're only getting the most cleanest, safest products available, like being cultivated. Even dozens of pharmacies offer products with a THC, the psychoactive ingredient content of more than 30%. Freedom of informative data shows that the volume prescribed increased from 2.7 million grams in 2022 to 9.8 million grams in 2024. Massive growth in the scene. You can see people waking up. It shows that there's been an increase in the number of people being prescribed higher potency cannabis. The most popular potency in 2022 was between 18 and 22% THC. Moderate, that's a moderate amount. But in the first 2 months of 2025, products above 22% made up most of the products above 2020. Start that piece again. Cool, so let's crack on with this, yeah? It also shows there's been an increase in the number of people being prescribed higher potency cannabis. The most popular potency in 2022 was between 18 and 22% THC. But in the first 2 months of 2025, products above the 22% made up almost half of the prescriptions. Cool, so yeah, you'll need stronger meds for certain conditions, like so naturally there's there's levels to painkillers. There's the lower level, the mid and the high level, just like cannabis, plant medicine. There's strains that are more like less THC, more medium and higher, which all have different effects with different conditions. So Medica said it prescribed based on a strictly regulated clinical and legal framework, with all prescriptions issued by a registered doctor in accordance with Home Office, MHRA and the CQC. A spokesman said prescribing takes place on a named patient basis by specialist clinicians and operates under established medicines law and regulatory oversight. Yeah, mental health is one of the most common reasons patients seek specialist care after conventional treatments have failed. Patients presenting with conditions such as anxiety, PTSD, and depression are assessed individually and managed under strict safeguarding and shared care protocols. Yeah, so they're saying that all patients are properly vetted with a specialist doctor. All meds are prescribed with a safe care angle of like making sure the patient's okay and the patient can handle the medicine and it's right for what they're seeking seeking a solution for condition wise. A government spokesman said, "We expect regulators to crack down on those private providers who prescribe to patients without proper clinical care they need. More widely, we're also looking at private prescribing to ensure patients have access to high quality medicines through all legal routes." How is this possible? Prescription cannabis Q&A. Right, so let's get through this. So they've put a little Q&A section here, as you can see. How is this possible? Cannabis has been legal for medical use since 2018, but only a small number of licensed cannabis products are prescribed by the NHS each year. Instead, the medical cannabis market has expanded almost exclusively through private clinics and pharmacies prescribing products that have not gone through lengthy process to become licensed for use in Britain. That's that's based opinion, like, because all the clinics that I spoke with, from what I know going on behind the scenes, it's a very strenuous product. Licensing a product on the medical market, you've got to make sure microbials are at a certain level of 0. Like it's a clean medicine. It's been used with the right nutrients to cultivate. There's no side effects or psychoactive ingredients that are bad or harmful or cancerous to the product. That's bullshit. I'll just say that. The Home Office approves special import licenses for cannabis growers and suppliers. The Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency approves unlicensed medical cannabis products, and Care Quality Commission (CQC) regulates private clinics in England. The fractured regulation of the industry means that nobody has taken responsibility for the huge boom in medical cannabis. The fractured. It's only a good thing. They've got such a negative spin on this. The boom in medical cannabis is a great thing. Medicine's available for people that couldn't get a medicine before. Like, why can't they see it like this? They're stuck in the Stone Ages, like these old dragons at Daily Mail that, like, yeah, they're living in the Stone Age. Who can get medical cannabis? Astonishingly, pretty much anybody. Lies. Not anybody. You have to be you have to have a condition. You have to have already tried 2 forms of medicine for it. Then you have to have an assessment with a private doctor, a cannabis specialist private doctor. So not anyone can get it. Like, why are they acting like you can just, like, why are they acting like it's cannabis prohibition and this coffee shops and it's in Starbucks on the side at the till at the end after you've got it's not like that yet. But maybe one day. Okay, cool. Astonishingly, pretty much anyone. Rubbish. One site says that while patients typically require evidence, they have unsuccessfully tried 2 other medications to treat their condition before being prescribed cannabis. This is down to the prescribing specialist and the discretion of the professionals at individual clinics. This is down to cannabis specialist doctors. That's what it's down to. Like, it's down to people that know medicine and know how it's going to help. Like, what is this spin? How much does it cost? Most clinics charge an initial consultation fee of £100 to £200, which is often free if you're on benefits, and prices range from $39.50 for 10g of the cheapest product to $300 for 30g of the most expensive product. And to be honest, yeah, like, this whole article has just been so negative. There's not been one silver lining, one positive angle to how much this plant helps people. What are the ministers doing about it? The industry has expanded so dramatically, way beyond what was anticipated in 2018. The official bodies either seem to have been taken by surprise or do not want to take responsibility. There are some signs that officials are taking notice. In 2023, the CQC called for a multi-agency review of the impact of 2018 law change on medicinal cannabis. Last September, the Advisory Council on the Misuse of Drugs launched a review of cannabis-based products for medicinal use. Whoa, cool. So that's that, yeah? In short, people, absolute propaganda, negative angle spin on medicinal cannabis. Just tried to write it off as a total demonized drug that's destructing society and causing more mental health, and it's not the case at all. That's total propaganda. The data is there to show that it's helped people, how many lives it's changed. The benefits, if we got a scale here, like, the benefits are here and the negatives are here in such a broad scale that it's just stupidity for anyone that opposes it. Like anyone that, regulation is vital. Official licensed products are vital, safeguarding the patients first to make sure that this scene and the products that hit this dispensary pharmacies are safe. Yeah, so I'm all here for regulation, but to demonize it like this is crazy. It's total propaganda. I'll be real. Let me flip back here. So yeah, that's my take on it, people. Absolute rubbish. And yeah, the Daily Mail being the Daily Mail at the end of the day. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know your experiences as a medical patient. I want to hear back from everyone. I want to hear everyone's stories, how easy, how difficult it's been. I'm here to do absolute deep dives and research on what's going on. Here to help spread education. And yeah, DMs are open, people. So big up everyone, support him. Follow the Dank of England page. You see it here. And yeah, let's go, people. Let me flip that back. New merch on the website as well, www.dankofengland.com. Loads of new drops on there, including this fire tray set. And yeah, shouts out to everyone supporting. Peace.
Dank of England, baby.